separated today by pageantry and tradition. Check out this scene. We've got high hopes for another exciting college football game. We've got a terrific matchup for you today. Fans have gotten here early, and they are ready to get this game underway. As we'll see, the Yukon Huskies taking on a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense comes on the field to open this game. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
The Blue Raiders will crank up the tempo. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And the Blue Raiders looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score on the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 7 set to kick this one away.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Yukon Huskies offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And they'll start off with a deep shot. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw. It's Fignano. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Pass caught, second down now. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Kirk, it's Middle Tennessee with the lead right now. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he's into the end zone easily, but this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Dropping back, it's Battiato. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense brings him down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Blue Raiders hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quick completion to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Dump off caught by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw and keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
And the Blue Raiders with first and 10 here. Scanning the field, it's Battiato. It's a short completion to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The Blue Raiders are in the red zone now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Willis. Tackle, but first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
First and 10 play coming up. Pass caught. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the Blue Raiders line it up with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Extra point.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Second down coming up.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Murfreesboro than you do? A captivating game so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
The Blue Raiders will kick it deep to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Fignano. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score. Middle Tennessee, 14. UConn, 7.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Kelly. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pass. It's Spaziato. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They'll kick it away here. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. And UConn's offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Breaking tackles. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And Kirk, it's Middle Tennessee with the lead right now. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? And at first down, they go right back to him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run for the first down. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Fignano. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UConn.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter.
That ties the game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Makes a quick grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Dropping back. It's Battiato. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, when you go against man-to-man coverage, you need some help from the quarterback. It's easy to look at the quarterback and say, why didn't you make this throw? But his intended target needs to get some separation against that man coverage to be able to open up the opportunity.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. And that's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. And the Blue Raiders will line up to boot it away. On he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Sheffield. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Second down, we're going to throw it. On the run here. Let's it go. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. To throw, it's Fignano. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast. This is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He'll take a deep shot here. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Here comes the crowd noise, trying to help this defense out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Nice grab. It's Edwards. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
They come up short on the 3rd down completion, and here comes the punt team. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. With the catch, it's Willis. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the 4th quarter. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a 1st down.
And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And the return starts just inside the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. So here we go. Time for a couple of plays to try to get it closer before taking a shot. It breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And now a crucial PAT attempt. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
He's brought down.
So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So here comes our first play of overtime. He hands it off from the gun. Throws a stiff arm.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Fignano. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
All right, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this first overtime. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd and goal for the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Here we go. Biggest play of the game. Can the offense punch it in on 3rd and goal in OT? Or it's snapped to the back. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
Man, a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21.
That makes the score. UConn 28.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Battiato. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Marked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. makes the catch. It's Stewart. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's first and goal now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He was looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up second down and goal to go.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And the point after is right down the middle. So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Back to throw. It's Spazziato. Catch made on the left side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Willis. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
So now the field goal team has had here trying to take the lead here in overtime. And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So here comes the field goal unit out there trying to claim the lead here in OT. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here we go. A touchdown wins the game here, needing at least a field goal to keep things going. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's a huge overtime interception.